and the overcome platform bias. Yes, Kevin Taylor did Sam George at him. This is a video, 2019 video. I am letting you know the NPP, they are done. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. This is an old video. And I stand by some of the things I say sometimes when you have to be corrected. What? January 7th, 2025. ABC and less than 5 months. We move dollar every 17 cities to 11 cities, 85 pesos. Actually, with Jimmy and our problem with this government. You see, what A24 and this government is enjoying now. Said the next 5 months cry and now 1 year no. And now 8 months no. Said dollar now ever back to even 14 now. So profits now we are making no. It can sustain us another 8 months. Then the government will fight it back again to 11. Yes. So we are fine with this. Of our republic. You expect that party to be sitting down and analyzing, what do I do? What do we do? What did we do wrong? How do we get back on our feet? How do we get attractive again? DNA Beka. That is what the party needs to be doing. But what is the party doing now? The party is confused. The MPP is confused. That is why, and when you run on social media, they don't have anything to say. This is what the NPP are rallying around. And the overcome platform bias. Yes, Kevin Taylor did Sam George at him. This is a video, 2019 video. I am letting you know the NPP, they are done. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. This is an old video. And I stand by some of the things I say sometimes when you have to be corrected. And I had an altercation with Sam George because then I realized some things were not being done right. I'm a journalist. I have the right to criticize constructively. Now you're 2025. This is a video in 2019. And then no more share. So Kevin Taylor is speaking against Sam Georgia. Is he going to bring the dollar up? No. They don't have any message. They are done. And this message goes to all Ghanaians. You love me and you want the truth, not even loving me. My background changes every year. Every year we have different background. There's a specific reason. Every year we have different wedding. Because I have a team that is supposed to that takes care of this. It is from time about TV. So every year our background changes. This is 2019. It also the NPP, they've lost touch with reality. Because when you do this or you post this video, Ghana Nina or Dijana Nisika and then Nisika Kosro who say Infaso Bano, this video is not going to change their mind. Nipa 1.8 million na omoto etiamono. This video is not going to change their mind. Get better message. Get better message, NPP. You are cheap. So Mujin say when you put this video out, now much say Kevin Taylor, Sam George, this is 2019 Ache. And Sam George is one of the finest politicians NDC producing. One of the finest communications ministers NDC because he's bold at his age, he's been able to maneuver. He's arrogant. The arrogance they do baby no because Sankoma mo kwaya anka mo the most stupid timidity de beto so. Arrogance is not good, but you need to be you need to have that confidence. And as I sit here, if Sam George goes wrong, I will speak against him. That is the principle. That is the principle. It will not change. In the MPP for way, it is not going to buy you vote. Old video, 2019. Look at the background. That time cramp on the burger. It is not going to work for you. The NDC base and the good Ghanaian na or two Obama John Mahama and the petrol form when we say and the city no enya hoden and the Jumeko you know sadly way it will not change their mind. So you people should put yourself together because you cannot incite the base of the NDC against me. It will never happen. What is my followers know? NDC any Ghana for Nyansa form to Obama John Mahama. Going to say MPP followers so. They verify things, they check their facts. A NPP politician Ben Ende or a better chance Sam George when it comes to somebody doing his job. Munya bibi anfa Sam George. You have nothing. And the mark of a car biaba, he has proven to you people he didn't buy the car even when he was in government. So what do you have? The NPP is done. Jandam is dead. That is the problem of these people. Makacha Ghana for from day one, this has never been a political party. It's been a cluster of foolish illiterates who are enshrined in their stupid tribal belief. And then on their party, they are animals. Kwasiafu kunje bi dan kwasre and the omuda ho sre till date bibia ni homo ya mabodi bi dan kwadin omu kunjonkuma esre ne eman poison di en kwasiafu you cannot trust them. Inti mubo video we na ye den na assess the goodwill of John Mahama, the intentions, the good things we are seeing in Ghana. It is not going to change anything. There is an old video. I am not going anywhere. I am your biggest threat. I control your party. And I've said it in Jesus' name. The NPP will stay in opposition for 42 years. Some of your presidential candidates will die before 2028 elections. Yes, because their health is terrible. Some of your presidential candidates will not even make it to 2028. You people are foolish. Sit down and look at the issues. You have people who are sick and crazy leading the party. Then you get a time to send people to somewhere to take myself and my family picture to go and kill me. Look at the party within and ask yourself questions. Adebia Matubiano, back to Senda Beba. People should start buying your coffins. Adebia Matubiano, back to Senda Beba. You should start buying your coffins because so to edu bonia ebibe kanwa it's a fact. It's Ghana for disregard this nonsense. Sam George is strong, he's working, he's doing his job. Nobody should pay attention to this old 2019 video. It's fake. It's not actually fake. It's a real video, which does not. It does not relate to anything now. It's MPP for more per messenger. Bring better message for the people to listen to you. You are not coming back to power. And mama ebufua, ebema GM asako another term. Me say, someone jai Jimmy na mama ebufua. We will make JM work to the point where Ghanaians cannot resist John Mahama. Samoma yebufua. Yabema JM aye Juma kodu point bia Ghanaians will fight to keep John Mahama in power. Ghana for John Mahama will say no, but Ghana for will get on the street and force John Mahama to rule. I'm telling you people. So it's a warning to you people. This is an irrelevant video. Do not pay attention to it. It's very, very important. You take this serious. Now, these are the things that I was Ghana di home come the CD. And CD no any team stay with me. It's exactly 9:03 p.m. Ghana time. US at 5:03 p.m. Team. Oh. Now let's go back a little bit. I need to show you something because my team just sent me something to show you. I need to Williams Anefi Papa. Okay, team. This is what we're going to do. I will talk about it tomorrow. So let's deal with the Anefi, Anefi's father, Williams Benjamin Anefi. So tomorrow, team, the information came late. So Ochinano, I will show Williams Anefi Papa school. No, I'll read everything about it. How I'm the fraud is school. No, your friend, the school is called Global School of Biblical Studies. It's fraud. So, team, let's put a pin in this. Tomorrow I will deal with it. Tomorrow I'll put it on the screen for people to see. Ne papa edino no. All right, now this is where the dollar is now. 11.85. That's how it's closing. Intermarket rate, no. And remember, 11.85 and the Oba waiver 11.80. 11.80 on wave. My phone, the screen is dirty. When you come on wave, it is 11.80. John Mahama any NDC for epic dollar from 17. In less than 5 months, the dollar is at 11.85. And the $1 is 11 cedis 85 pesos. Time na ekufu adamo efa dollar from 2017 January. Na 3 cedis 80 pesos. Let's place it there. Let's be generous. Na 3 cedis 80 pesos. Omu free power. January 7, 2025. Omu jana 17 cedis. From 3 cedis to 17 cedis. John Mahama about power. January 7th, 2025. ABC and less than 5 months. We move dollar every 17 cedis to 11 cedis 85 pesos. Actually, with Jimmy and our problem with this government. You see, what Ejedifor and this government is enjoying now. Said the next 5 months, cry and now 1 year, no, and now 8 months, no. Said dollar now ever back to even 14. Sa profit now we are making, no, it can sustain us another 8 months. Then the government will fight it back again to 11. Yes. So we are fine with this. Ma make sure no. So even from now, I could see a year August, September. So government is to keep the dollar below 16. Now say it lingers around this value. 10, 11, 10, 11 cry. Till the end of the year, no. You better be to the point to say next year a circle 15 San so you be dia yendu next year, middle next year, no. Now sat about 10, Sanya be no. Aye. There's no problem. Mopa dollar no engineers say for the next year, for this year, I don't have a problem. Because we are going to make a lot of profit as before. We are going to make a lot of reserve as a nation. People's life is going to be better. People are going to do what? Are going to save money. People are going to be able to expand their capital, to expand their businesses. Into the next 1 year, no, by December, about 15 crore, we are fine because we have saved enough to be able to contain that $15, no. After 6 months, 2026, 6 months, no, sadi about 11. Sani peno. Yes, save na I about famaye. Ne ya den. Yes, sadi ye boy hobra. That's how it works. Into the dollar, Mr. President, Mr. Governor, this is a very volatile world. Things can change. If the dollar stays now this way or below a little bit to the end of the year, we are fine. If next year it goes back to 16, we are fine. For about 6 months, 7 months, we are fine. Because by that time, you know, now you to me a service as a nation and as citizens. By that time, you know, now you to me a sike guo. It is $1 no from next year, a circle 15. We have saved enough money to be able to sustain ourselves and our businesses for the next 6 months in 2026. Into Andrew Satam and Sambra 10, no. Now at the end of the day, no, yasa service our problem. Until we are good. Right now, no, the infrastructure before making, no, it can even sustain them for the next 4 months. That is how it works. So now, as I speak, my team, they are telling me the dollar has now dropped to 11.65. It has dropped to 11.65. That is what we want. Now that could do 17. Now listen to the NPP. Where NPP for Yinaka for that NPP when it comes to when it comes to NPP, the mouthpiece of NPP, Seba Omokasa, man where your friend Richard Ahiagba, Onuna. A church on Sema NPP for communicators every morning to sit on TV, on radio, to speak on issues. So who's the NPP communicator be a kasa with TV swa. A branch when I'm on topic is say omofanko jandam. Way okasa from the core of the NPP. Omokasa fo nyina penyini. Na say NPP na kasa no. Now, a weak city is better for Mahama's 24-hour economy. Now, Muntie Asama Okano Metro TV and this is Richard Ahiagba.
I want to even understand what's the strategy, because really this whole celebration of exchange rate being the city's strengthening is actually toward an import-dependent economy. You understand? When right now, one of the biggest problems between the US and China is largely because China manipulates its currency. That's the claim against China by the US, that China manipulates its currency to make it weak so that its exports to America are cheaper. So what is our strategy? If as a government your idea is 24-hour economy, a weak currency is actually better for you so you can drive export. They recently formed the Accelerated Export Board or something, right? Which is part of their 120 day social contract. What is that board supposed to do? If you have a strong city, your import will be expensive. So then what is the policy alignment there? What are they celebrating? If your goal is to drive export and your currency is strengthening, UK, the reason their currency has been strong forever is because they are import dependent. And that's a matter of policy. So it's cheaper for them to import than to export. So they import vastly everything they consume. Now, so you need jobs for your people. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you promised you want to do 24-hour economy, which must be production-led if we think about it properly. These other skirmishes that passport office is appropriating 3-4, I don't get it. That's not what you promised. Because if all these young people must get job, it must be productive. The enterprise must add value. It must create value and wealth. So you cannot say that DVLA is doing this and so that's 24 hours. That's a non-starter. But we are looking for the 24-hour economy, which is production-led. Where is that one? And so when your currency becomes strong, you are weakening your position. You can't do that. So this whole thing we are celebrating and jumping up and down, what is the long-term picture? What are they trying to achieve? You understand? So apart from the fact that everything they are celebrating is on the basis of what's done. And I'm saying that whilst we want them to be successful in claiming some of these things, I want to see a growth-led policy that, if not yielding results now, would yield results. Because what Ghana needs now
with all due respect, Ghana for. What is this guy saying? Well, it hurts me that a journalist will allow him to make the... What is he saying? I don't understand. At a point, he forgot that he's in opposition. Because he started talking about the city appreciating and why accelerated export, and that we are a country that is exporting. That's why we have the accelerated export, whatever, promotion or whatever. And then the UK is import dependent. They import everything. That's why their currency is stable. And he jumped to jobs. And then he spoke about imports. Then he quickly went to enterprise must add value. Then from there, he came to 24-hour economy and then landed at when the currency is strong, it is not good for a nation. And then finally, what policy, what is he talking about? What is this guy, what is he talking about? A day now, a day now, Obesoka say, "Sidi na aya strong, it is bad for us, ana." And our person say, "Sidi na aya strong, there's no policy. Into Sidi na is stronger, it is bad for Ghana, na." Or you want to say, "Sidi na aya strong, it does not show say Ghana economy a bit stronger." What are you saying? What are you talking about? What point are you trying to make? Because I want to help you. The whole MPP, I'm director of communication. So you see, they be saying you'll be a cabro for being nyansa. As some kind nyansa bako. Where is it going, man? It's total rubbish. On say 2025, yemfa NPP communicator be a picture into your TV so. No, because we don't see any MPP communicator too intelligent to be on my show. Say MPP communicator be a kabibi number 2 show so. No. So when some of the MPP communicator be a to so na metiano. But for some reason, I don't see any of their communicators being intelligent enough for me to put them on my screen. This is the head of NPP communication, and the question here is, what is he saying? What is it drive? What's his point? The whole thing is that he is confused. Mr. Get me the name. We want to put this announcement out. What do you think, team? Do I need to put it? I need to put it out. It's very important. Team, give me a green light. Give me the green light. PS. Work on this. Give me a signal on this. So the question is, again and now can one seven. So right now, do they have a problem with the economy doing well, with the city being stable? Because I don't really know where he's confused about everything. Because one, he cannot say that the government is doing well, and two, he cannot say that their policies did not work. That's why they could not bring the dollar down. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to sound intelligent in his head. So as he speaks, you can see clearly that every single statement he makes, he starts to think about the next thing to say. Because what he's trying to do is that in communication, because he knows he's lying, he doesn't want to shoot himself in the foot. So it makes it difficult for him to even be coherent, for him to even flow. The fluidness is not there because he's thinking, am I making sense? Am I confusing the journalist? Are the people watching me telling me I'm stupid? That is why you hear him jumping from one place to the other, because he does not know what he's talking about. He's confused. This is where the MPP is. Their communication, this is the head of their communication. Into TNA, you could see he's asking himself questions. Am I making sense? Am I confusing the host? Are the people listening noticing that I'm stupid? He doesn't know. That's why when you listen to him very well, he's jumping.
I want to even understand what's the strategy, because really this whole celebration of exchange rate being the cedi strengthening is actually toward an import-dependent economy. You understand? When right now, one of the biggest problems between the US and China is largely because China manipulates its currency. That's the claim against China by the US, that China manipulates its currency to make it weak so that its exports to America are cheaper. So what is our strategy? If as a government your idea is 24-hour economy, a weak currency is actually better for you so you can drive export. They recently formed the Accelerated Export Board or something, right, which is part of their 120 day social contract. What is that board supposed to do? If you have a strong city, your import will be expensive. So then what is the policy alignment there? What are they celebrating? If your goal is to drive export and your currency is strengthening, UK, the reason their currency has been strong forever is because they are import dependent. And that's a matter of policy. So it's cheaper for them to import than to export. So they import vastly everything they consume. Now, so you need jobs for your people. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you promised you want to do 24-hour economy, which must be production-led if we think about it properly. These other skirmishes that, passport office is operating 3-4, I don't get it. That's not what you promised. Because if all these young people must get job, it must be productive. The enterprise must add value. It must create value and wealth. So you cannot say that DVLA is doing this and so that's 24 hours. That's a non-starter. But we are looking for the 24-hour economy, which is production-led. Where is that one? And so when your currency becomes strong, you are weakening your position. You can't do that. So this whole thing we are celebrating and jumping up and down, what is the long-term picture? What are they trying to achieve? You understand? So apart from the fact that...
So the issue is, so I want to ask a simple question. Why did the MPP put this team together? The FX committee. Members of FX committee investigating cedi depreciation. This is in 2020. It was led by Bawumia. And this is in response to this guy, Richard Ahiagba. This is the director of communications for the NPP. And during their time, they had to set up a whole committee apart from the Free Yakoto, Bafo, or Safumafo, apart from the economic, what do they call them? Economic team, whatever team. They actually went on in 2020 to set up an FX committee. And their job was to investigate why the cedi was depreciating. These same people today are sitting on TV and I'm catch and say, Omontia say, cedi no ho den abasro. Aban bia ba, as we speak today, government the reserves, Oko Bank of Ghana, 10.6 billion eguo in 5 months. And the director of communication, this is the FX committee. What was their job? How many policies did you people present to Ghanaians? Baumia at a point told us he has introduced 33 policies. The dollar went from 3.8 to 17. So what is this junkie talking about? What is he talking about? The economic management team, all the way to FX committee. Still, you people could not suppress the dollar. Today, you are jumping from China, Russia, China-American tariff war. Do you know when America and China started fighting when it comes to tariffs? Do you know when it started? See, the NPP have no message. They only speak to the dumb followers of the NPP. They know they are not smart. They know they are not intelligent to understand what is happening. And what is happening is difficult for them to at least speak against. So all that they have to do is to confuse themselves. This should tell you something. The NPP as a political party is done. Somebody is saying Pono is better than watching MPP. Richard Ahiagba. To watch Richard Ahiagba for 1 hour 30 minutes, go and watch Pono, Pornhub, Stream Hunters. What go there? There's more better things to watch. Enjoy that moment than to watch a crazy, ignorant idiot who is heading the communication of tribal fools. To watch Richard Ahiagba and MPP communicators, Fasha Pono. At least Pono de won't be able to tell Bodaimu. Osibe to me too. Kwasia we be disturbo for no reason. Ask them tomorrow. Richard Ahiagba. So why did the NPP set up the FX committee and the economic management team? What was their job? Now I have something to put out.
My come say Africa 360 Hub, and sorry, as I said, the trending issues na or highway in the day. Africa 360 Hub, you know, Kubia, Omo etu omo si was say anything digital marketing, anything digital branding, advertising, ni be there. Africa 360 Hub. We Jumeku and Asa and Cran say Ubo Jumeku who the who, and as I will build a brand in a digital world. And now I keep saying say this digital world, you know, is in to stay. And kase a bad trend, man. I say it's just a trend. It's in to stay. Without digital, no, a Jume be a way be and said you make a open the right people to help you build your brand. Open the right agency to help you build a solid brand on any of the digital platforms. And as in the digital world, they are the best place. I would personally say hey, Africa 360 Hub. Without them, we they learn from Africa 360 Hub. So the best place for you to go is Africa 360 Hub. Yeah. So you're watching one news. YouTube you're watching one team. Make sure to subscribe. Me power subscribe in my head. Now, every BM to get more exclusive trending issues. Yeah, interviews ni BBR. Yes, Abanewe. Peace. I'm out. My crowd.